Nathan Ray, on the last episode of Real Time, a panel member asked the token Republican why America doesn't provide universal health care like every other Western country. He literally didn't have an answer. Could you be the devil's advocate and try and explain it to us UK listeners? Why we don't have universal health care in this country?
I think part of the isn't it true that Switzerland has like the closest, they have universal coverage, but they have like the closest system to what we have because they got a much later start and they allowed a private system to grow. And I think, I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of cultural factors, but it just seems to me really practically like we let this market grow. And it's a powerful enough special interest group.
Yeah, I think that's the case. I think also, frankly, you could look back and see what happened in. I think ultimately, I mean, honestly, I don't mean to be overly simplistic about this, but race. I mean, if you look at what happened in the late '60s, the Civil Rights Act and the emancipation movements of that time fed upon the racism that existed in this country and cleaved a lot of it. It basically broke down a lot of the sort of the progressive, more populist power, essentially. And the Democratic Party started to move away from unions. There's been multiple occasions where there's been attempts to sort of create buy-ins to Medicare that would have led to something like this. But I think ultimately it's race. I think that it's not to say that it's racism per se, but it's racism.
Well, that's a big cultural argument. I mean, as to why, like, particularly Scandinavian countries have such amazing systems and why there's a rise of some really obscene right-wing politics is that it is easier in a pretty homogenous society
yes.
to build a compassionate and sane system. And that's sad, but there's truth to it.
That's what I would say. I mean, it's a little bit reductionist, but I think that, if you want an I am answer, that's it.